Hello, highly sensitive folk. This is Alane Freund, your international consultant on high sensitivity out at Lemantor Beach in Northern California, not that far north of San Francisco, with Banjo, the service therapy dog. I think that we could probably all use an emotional support animal. Unfortunately, the airplanes won't let them fly with us anymore, but if you have an animal, I'll bet you spending time with that animal, working with them. Oh, he just did one of my favorite things. He laid down leaning against me. They will really help you self-regulate and help your body come to that easy place. I wanted to answer a question from my shift course today here at the beach, share a little nature with you, and also give a little information. One of my favorite exercises is that I ask people to take the Is My Child Highly Sensitive self-test about themselves as a child. And sometimes if you have a parent or an older sibling around, you can interview them. A lot of folks do, not the majority, but enough do find that their parents don't remember them quite as sensitively as you might remember yourself or as you were. Some people actually just find out or think that they were an easy baby and an easy toddler. I think some parents do have that beautiful amnesia about the challenges of childbirth, maybe even about pregnancy and raising their young child, especially if there's more than one kid. It's going to be hard for them to remember. The big question is, am I really highly sensitive if I wasn't highly sensitive as a child? My friends, generally, I'm going to say this is a trait that is innate. That means we're born with it. You can't develop it later, like many other things are developed later. But temperaments and traits, they start with you in utero. They usually don't become evident until you're a few months old, but they might even be evident earlier. So if you're highly sensitive, you've always been highly sensitive. But your experiences might be different. But here's the really important thing. Whether you have this trait or not, whether you have that more reactive brain or not, it really doesn't matter. If thinking of yourself and experiencing the world as highly sensitive is helpful to you, then go ahead and be highly sensitive. I think it's really important that we're careful not to latch on to this trait and this identity so much that we ignore potential mental illnesses and places where we could get help. So be very aware. Definitely seek professional help if you're really struggling in the world, if you have a complex or a trauma reaction that is just really affecting your life in such a major way. Seek professional help. But if treating yourself as a highly sensitive person is helpful to you, consider yourself highly sensitive. And if you have trauma in your history, the chances are excellent that you have become much more sensitive, especially when you're activated. So behaving as though you are highly sensitive, you are highly sensitive. If you feel sensitive, you are sensitive. It might not be the only thing that's going on, and that's okay. It really doesn't matter. Remember this, important, the most important adage. What's good for highly sensitive people is good for everybody, and that's true for the children too. So when you're feeling your sensitivity and you know that things need to slow down or you need to express your emotions, you're right. So take care of you, do your best, and embrace that sensitivity that you were given genetically or maybe through the events of your life. Embrace your sensitivity and lean into it. This is Alane Freund, your international consultant on high sensitivity. Thanks so much for listening.